So, Raw Roulette goes as this. Okay, this is my review of Monday Night Raw for 6/27/2011. Monday Night Raw, Raw Roulette from Las Vegas, Nevada. So, CM Punk, actually, Shawn Michaels comes out first, and he cuts a promo and says that he's not gonna, be like the typical guest host or whatever, and say that he's gonna be out here, uh, hawking something, and then he hawks his new show on the Outdoor Channel. And then CM Punk comes out, they have words. Shawn Michaels kicks Mr. Otunga. Thank God. Thank you, Shawn, for doing that. I cannot stand him. Um, and then we go into, what did we go into? Our first match of the night, which is a sorry, I gotta review it. So much happened. I'm jacked up after that last promo. Because it was really good. If you guys missed it, I'll talk about it afterwards. Oh, we go into a Raw Roulette spin by Booker T for CM Punk. And it lands on mystery opponent or something like that. And it ends up being Kane. We have a match. Kane pretty much kicks CM Punk's ass for a while, and then CM Punk walks out, gets counted out. Kane wins by a count out. And then I believe we go into the Evan Bourne Sin Cara match, which lasted all about 5 minutes. It was a good match, but WWE could have given them a little bit more time. And then there was a spin of the wheel, was a no count out match. We see back and forth match, and Sin Cara wins with I believe his face busting like arm bar thing, DDT type thing. It's hard to explain. So he wins. This was a short match. It was a good match, but it could have been longer. They could have had a nice 15-minute match and cut the stupid 100 match in the series of Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. I cannot stand Dolph Ziggler, aka Billy Gunn, because he wrestles exactly like him. He looks like him. Get rid of Dolph Ziggler. I hate him. He is Billy Gunn ripoff. In every conceivable way, he is a Billy Gunn ripoff. I just don't like Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Ziggles, whatever. Sorry. But tonight kind of pissed me off. It had a promise, just like every other show. Most of the shows that they hype so much, and it fails to live up to it. What really pissed me off was the Sin Cara Evan Bourne match. I mean, they gave them literally maybe 6 minutes. That just really pissed me off. We didn't need to see Dolph Ziggler. Sorry. So then we go into another Raw Roulette match, and it ends up being Big Show versus Alberto Del Rio. Spin wheel by Booker T. It's a steel cage match. Boom, boom. We get the steel cage match back and forth. And Mark Henry comes down and during the match and rips the door off the steel cage and distracts the Big Show and allows Alberto Del Rio to crawl out after, a back and forth match, but Big Show, dominated. Alberto actually dominated Big Show throughout this match, so he wins. And then we go into a Divas match, one of the Bella Twins versus Kelly Kelly for a non-title match. Ends up being a submission match. It's a typical Divas match. All about, maybe 2 to 3 minutes long. Kelly Kelly wins with a Boston Crab, or like a Walls of Jericho, really, is what it was. And then we go into a decent, or before that, after the Divas match, we have a backstage segment Booker T and Rey Mysterio, and in walks Diamond Dallas Page to hawk the new WCW DVD. The best of Monday Night Nitro. If you don't know what it looks like, it's this one right here. And then we get an interesting one, and Drew McIntyre comes in and he's like, "Why don't you two fossils get out of here?" And and then all of a sudden we see I'm the future of this company, and we see Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels give him a super kick out of nowhere, and we see the spinning. After that, but before that, we saw the spinning of the wheel, and it ended up being a uh, tag team match, but it was, a tornado tag team match between Rey Mysterio and Alex Riley versus The Miz and the All-American American Lisper, Jack Swagger. So we see that match after all that, and it's a pretty good back and forth match. Alex Riley and Rey Mysterio win it. In the end, I believe it was a 6. This was a pretty good match. I believe Rey Mysterio and Alex Riley ended up winning it on a 619 by Rey Mysterio. I believe I'm just reviewing it a little bit. Yeah, Alex Riley. Actually, it's an Impaler DDT, or a splash by Rey Mysterio to win it 1-2-3. Pinfall goes to Rey Mysterio over Jack Swagger. Winners Alex Riley and Rey Mysterio. And then we go into the backstage segment again with Booker T at the Raw Roulette wheel, and he spins it with R-Truth standing next to him. And he spins it, and the main event is John Cena versus R-Truth at a tables match. We come back from the break, we see a back and forth match, and we see CM Punk come down, distract Cena, and R-Truth gives Cena a spear through the table to win it. This was a non-title match. The WWE title was not on the line. And then we hear CM Punk get on the mic and just go on a tirade. He says, that he's going to take the title. He might go to ROH. He might go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He might, that there's a bunch of people, in the back that are a bunch of yes men for Vince McMahon. He could be a billionaire, but he's a millionaire, but he could be a billionaire if he didn't surround him by himself with a bunch of douchebag. I think he said douchebag, it bleeped it out. Douchebag yes men like John Laurinaitis, who doesn't know his ass from his elbow, pretty much is what he said. And then he says that he's got a story about Vince McMahon, and the mic gets cut off, and he's on it, but you can't really hear him because I think they turned their audio way down so you could not even hear him. Sometimes you can hear him on the mic, and CM Punk was cut off, and he's like, "You're gonna cut me off, you're gonna cut me off," and then it goes blank, and then we see the end of Monday Night Raw. It was an okay show. What really pissed me off was that Evan Bourne Sin Cara match. I give this show I give it a 5. At best. I like the promo at the end by CM Punk, and other than that, it was an okay show. Wasn't anything special, So that was my Monday Night Raw review. I'll see you guys later. Again, this is Triple H Guy 2004. And subscribe, leave your comments. Please, I'm trying to get better at this. I'm trying to do videos, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting a following. I have a few guys, so check out effingtruewrestling.com, Effing True Wrestling on here, Effing True Wrestling, Effing True Entertainment, Most Extreme Wrestling, Crystal and Chronics, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.